everyone, I'm Sandie La Nae. Welcome to Pychic Creations. We have a very interesting show for you today. Pychic Creations is filmed in Carson City, which is the capital of the state of Nevada. And we sit in the middle of other towns. They encircle us. And they have a multitude of events that go on throughout the year. Our special guest today chronicles all those festivities, and then she advertises them on different media with a weekly list of all of the festivities and events and things and happenings going on around our region for our viewing pleasure. Oh my gosh, that's got to entail a powerful a lot of work. Please welcome to Pychic Creations our guest today, journalist Danielle Cook. Hi!
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's an honor to have you here. I know our viewers are very interested in hearing about all of your research, weekly research. Me too. So to begin, I'd like to ask you a whole bunch of questions, if that's all right with you.
Please do.
All right. First off, what I like to find out is, are you a native of Carson City or Nevada?
I'm fifth generation Nevadan.
Oh, nice.
I was born in Vegas, but moved to Carson when I was 3.
Mm-hmm, sure.
So, been here ever since.
Nice. You like Carson City?
I love Carson City.
Yeah. I think Carson City kind of likes you too. All right. Oh, how wonderful. Well, let's see here. I bet since you have moved here in your early life, I bet you've seen a lot of changes come to this.
The city's grown quite a bit. You know, we're near 55,000 people now.
Really? I did not know that. Okay.
Yeah, so it definitely it's grown quite a bit. And you know, moved some of the streets around and
yes, they have.
But luckily, as old-time locals, we still know how to use all the back roads to get to where we're going.
We do.
So
we do.
We can avoid the construction.
Right. Oh, I know. That's incredible. Yeah, it has. I've been here since. Well, actually, I've been coming to Carson City since 1968. Date myself here, and I have seen this city just grow in leaps and bounds at times.
I've definitely lost a few of my favorite restaurants over the years.
Sure.
Silvana's, little Italian place right on the main drag. That was best halibut in town.
Nice.
They were amazing. Of course, the Penguin. The Penguin was a long time just locals' favorite.
Right.
That as well as gone.
Sure. Lots of places have changed. Sure.
But you know, we've had new ones crop up. I mean, we've got Sassafras, Living a Good Life. Adele's is not going anywhere. They're still
yeah, they've been here forever. Awesome restaurant too.
So yeah, no, it's kind of neat to see how it changes, but as long as it doesn't change too much.
I agree. Sure. We like that middle city. well, let's see here. Okay. I'm going to put you on the spot here. Can you tell our viewers certain awesome points of interest in your life?
Oh, geez. Well, I'm fifth generation Nevadan.
That's all right.
Nothing really that spectacular.
Okay.
I have a 74 Bronco.
Well, that's nice.
It lives in my backyard. Oh, I know. I had to stop driving it once gas got to like $4 a gallon, and
I can imagine.
It gets 8 miles to the gallon.
Oh. Well, now that's pretty interesting.
I got a chance to go to Burning Man. That was fun.
For leisure or for work?
There is no work at Burning Man.
Oh, well, that's true. That's true.
No, this is back a couple years ago when it was still 35,000 people attending, not the 70,000 people that it is now.
Goodness sakes, yeah.
But no, I got a chance to do that, but I gotta say, if I'm gonna go camping in the Nevada desert, I don't really need to bring a small city with me. It was
very true. Very true.
But it was an experience.
Now, you have a very interesting journal position. Can you tell our viewers the informational service that you provide for our region? Listen to this.
I run a local Facebook page called I Love Carson City. And really it's just designed to get the word out on what's going on in town. There was a lot of, as Carson City got bigger, just the communication kind of started breaking down, and it was harder to find out what was going on. I was getting phone calls on Monday from my friends, you know, why didn't you tell me this band was in town? I would have gone to see them. Or, you know, the phone calls on Friday, hey Danielle, what's going on, in town this weekend? So it just kind of made it a time saver to just start putting everything in one spot.
Sure.
And also as I came across things, I wouldn't remember where it was I saw them. So it became a place to just kind of park the information so I could go back and find it later.
Good point. Good point.
And I've worked at local motels and hotels for a lot of years. I like travelers.
Sure.
And so I was already making kind of a weekend list of things going on in the area for the people at my motel. And so it was like, well, if I'm making the list, might as well just share it and then share it.
Sure.
So I've been doing the page almost 4 years.
Really, that long now? Nice, nice.
Just a few people shy of 3,600 likes. But
Is that right? That was one of my questions.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a very niche page. I mean, people in Massachusetts don't necessarily care about, what, and I'm not sharing pictures of, kittens and baby goats. It's all just very informational. So
Right.
it's, so it's not clickbaiting and just trying to get people to look at my page for no good reason.
Sure. Yeah.
But weekly list, it's always out Friday morning and covers Friday through the next Thursday, and it's getting longer.
Yes, I was going to say those lists are getting very extensive.
But that's saying something for Carson City is that Carson City is getting more stuff going on.
Right.
And as our surrounding areas. So, I mean, there's no point in having information if you're not going to share it.
Oh, I agree.
So
I agree.
And we are a very diverse area. I mean, we've got people from all over the world. Not a lot of people in Carson City are from Carson City. And so
Exactly.
they're bringing their likes and their dislikes and their passions from all over the world, all over the country. So as that happens, Carson City becomes more diverse.
It does.
And we get to experience new things as well. So
Exactly.
we just had our first Polynesian festival this last weekend.
Oh, nice.
I was not able to make it, but there was Polynesian dancing and crafts and food, and that's definitely a first for Carson City.
Right. Where was that held at?
I was at Mills Park, the Pony.
That's right.
The Marv
okay.
Texera Pavilion. It was the Pony Express Pavilion. Now it's the Marv Texera
Right.
Pavilion.
But it's a nice pavilion, though. It really is. Well, of course, Mills Park, I like that. It's a beautiful park anyway.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. And so it originally started out as a golf course.
It did?
Decades ago.
I have that written in my book.
Okay.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, this is wonderful. Now, what type of events, do you look for? Or do you look for everything?
It's everything. Because I don't know what people want to do. I figure if it's something to do, I'll throw it in there, and it's up to everyone else to decide what sounds interesting to them. I include the public forums that the city puts on. When we were planning the downtown renovation, they asked for a lot of public input. That got thrown on the list. Live music, pool tournaments, family-friendly kid stuff. There's a nonprofit in town called The Littlest Things, and they've got ponies and goats and bunnies, stuff like that. And so they've got events every once in a while.
Nice.
And they had a water balloon fight, and
Fun.
that made the list. I really don't discriminate. If it sounds like pretty much the rule is it's got to be open to the public and local.
Well, sure.
Right.
Sure.
It's got to be here and open to the public.
Right.
If it's kind of a members only thing, then you can tell your own people.
Right. Exactly.
But,
Sure. Yeah.
there's no point in advertising something that people can't go to anyway.
Right. Exactly.
Occasionally, if I know it's already sold out or tickets have to be purchased well in advance, then it's not, you know, there's no point in telling people what they can't go do.
Right, sure, that's true.
So, but,
And private events?
Right,
I've used your service many times.
well, but that's not specifically private because you are welcoming the public to come
okay.
and, you know, come to one of your ghost hunting adventures or, but once again, if it's got something that's got to be reserved way too, you know, way too early, if it's not, can't do it too spur of the moment, then, yeah, it's hard to include, so. Because there's just not enough notice sometimes.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point, sure. You have to have a certain time limit or so.
Well, and, you know, we really are kind of a spontaneous area, you know. Friday morning we're going, what do I want to do tonight? And
you know, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
So it's, you know, having it timely and you know, this is what's going on today, not what's going on in 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
Because then it gets forgotten. And
sure, it does.
But yeah, so this is what's going on today, and go from there.
Oh, it's fabulous. Your lists are just phenomenal. They really are. Now, where do you look to gather all your data, get all your research?
Oh, everywhere. Yeah, I probably at least 1,000 local Facebook pages.
Oh, wow,
you know,
really?
Restaurants, venues, local musicians, you've got the nonprofits, you've got social clubs, you've got, you know, the various governmental agencies, arts groups, theater groups.
Oh, goodness sakes.
And I mean, not just Carson City, you know, the surrounding area as well. There's, you know, Dayton, Douglas County, with Minden, Gardnerville, Genoa. I follow a little bit of Reno, Tahoe, but not very much. I figure that they've got enough money to market themselves. So it's
true. That's true.
You know, it's more small town fun.
That's nice. That's nice.
Keep people in the valley where, you know, it's money spent in my valley goes towards my roads, my schools, my community. So
That's
much rather see people spend their money here if you know.
Sure.
Let it bleed off to Reno or Tahoe.
Right.
Not that we don't all love Tahoe.
Well, that's true, but yeah, I understand that. Local money helps our local businesses. Yeah.
And so yeah, that's really kind of that was a lot of the founding inspiration behind it too. Was, you know, there's no reason that we have to go to Reno to go find something to do.
True.
When there really is a lot more in our backyard than a lot of people were aware of, and
oh, that's true. I agree with that. Sure.
so
Just like with the Polynesian event going on last week, I could hear, because our backyard, we live close to Mills Park, and I could hear all this wonderful noise going on. It's like, what's going on there? So
that's when you just check the list. You're like, oh, okay.
yeah, there it was. Yeah. Oh, you are phenomenal. Oh my gosh. Oh, how much time do you devote each day, each week, each hour?
It's probably at least 20 hours a week.
Really?
Yeah.
That would have to be, huh?
Yeah, at least 20 hours a week. Just scouring Facebook, and then plus there's several websites that I go to for information. You know, the state parks, the Brewery Arts Center, the Chamber of Commerce has a great community calendar as well, just to kind of make sure that I've grabbed everything. Muscle Powered has a walk every Tuesday, so I go to make sure that I've got straight from the horse's mouth that you know, where they're going this week, and you know, where they meet. The observatory, they have up by the community college.
Yes, they do.
And they have lectures usually every other week, and so that's where I go to find you know, what topic is coming up. They keep changing the algorithms on Facebook, and so every time I get used to, like, you know, having all of my stuff sort of in one place, and they switch it around on me, and I have to do, you know, some more digging to find, you know, it's not as easy to find. It's unless of course you're looking for cute cat pictures. I mean, that's Facebook seems to love those.
Yeah, right, exactly.
but when you're looking for information, it's you definitely have to dig a little harder. So
sure.
I don't like missing anybody.
Well, no, and Well, that's why you're so well known, is your lists are fabulous. I mean, it's like free advertising for everyone.
Well,
That's nice.
Well, we've got a lot of mom and pops that, you know, really are very word of mouth, and I just apparently have a very big mouth. It's,
Well, it's beneficial to all around this region, that's for sure. So the towns that you advertise their events are just basically more like south of Reno, the little communities.
right. Just kind of our smaller communities. You know, Virginia City, Silver City has a lot of arts events. And
Oh,
it's,
yes.
it's like this. It's tiny.
Yes, it is.
It's like population 50, but they do a lot of neat art events, and so I always try to include them. Dayton, there's a lot of, you know, work, life spillover between Dayton and Dayton and Carson. So I do try to include as much from Dayton as I can. They've got a state park as well.
Yes, oh yeah, they do.
And of course, you know, the fundraisers for, you know, the various high school teams or junior high, you know, band programs.
Sure,
or
yeah.
So, you know, it's just trying to Dayton, Silver City, Genoa. I've got a crush on Genoa. It's the cutest little place.
It is, it is.
Minden, Gardnerville, and that for the most part, you know, sometimes you know, a little bit in Tahoe, some, you know, a little bit in Reno. Some of the bigger events, so that you know when to avoid Reno.
Sure, okay, I get that.
But yeah, just, you know, kind of as little guys.
Right.
So.
Wow, what a phenomenal service that you provide for everyone. Oh, this is just fabulous.
There's some great places just all around us. You know, we've got our state parks. We've got the historical parks too. Daneburg Home Ranch Historical Park in Douglas County, and it's just south of the high school. You have to kind of know what you're looking for, otherwise you'll drive past it a few times. But they do Chautauqua performances and concerts on their lawn, and they've got authors, and once a year they do this big kite festival, and
oh, that's right, they do.
And upcoming they've got kind of a Buffalo Bill Wild West sort of event.
Yes, they do.
I think in August. Bowers Mansion to the south of, or you know, to the north of us. It's a regional park. It's not a state park, but there's, you know, stuff out there. You know, they've got a pool, but they'll occasionally do music on their porch.
Yes.
You'll see the Civil War reenactors out there. You've got, you know, of course, Fuji Park here in Carson has hosted several events.
Yes.
Brewery Arts Center, right in the middle of town. They received a grant, so they're doing live concerts every Saturday all summer long. Outside on a stage, and that's huge for the community. I mean, it gives people something to do with their, you know, it's family friendly, so the kids can come. They've got local food trucks. It's a great way to spend a Saturday evening. We've got local theater production, you know, theater groups. The Western Nevada College does 2 giant musicals every year. Mary Poppins last November was amazing. And complete with a flying Mary. It was
darn.
Yeah, Little Mermaid is coming up this November, and I can't wait for that. We've got, you know, the youth, you know, youth theater Carson City, Wild Horse Children's Theater, and then plus you've got, you know, the Misfits out in Dayton, and the Carson Valley theater groups, and of course our historical societies in all these little towns. They've got neat stuff that they're doing. There's performances on the Virginia and Truckee, you know, the train that goes, you know, they'll have, you know, it shows that go on, you know, during that. In addition, you know, plus during the winter you've got the Polar Express.
Right.
It's kind of pricey, but it's
worth it.
But it's something that it's your kids probably never gonna forget. So we're just a really diverse and a really talented community, and then plus, you know, then you start throwing in the arts. You know, we've got several galleries throughout town, plus, you know, some commercial galleries, just cute as a button downtown.
Yes.
And, you know, authors living in town, sculptors, potters. It really is, I mean, but you look at our scenery, I mean, it's beautiful.
Yes, it is.
So, I mean, if you can't get inspired by our sunsets or our mountains, I don't know what to tell you.
Right, exactly. Goodness sakes, you listen to this agenda. You know, my feet actually hurt from walking around doing all that she has just told us about.
Oh yeah, but by the time I'm done with my list, I'm exhausted just thinking about the possibilities.
I can imagine so.
But no, it's not a party if no one gets an invitation.
That's right.
So you might as well just throw it out there and see what people are in the mood to do. Because you know, sometimes you don't have your kids and you want to go out and do something grown-up fun, or sometimes you know,
sure, good point.
Maybe sitter fell through, so you've got to renegotiate your plan for the last minute. So it's a snow day and you're like, okay, now what?
Right, exactly. Oh, what, all these good points. Oh, goodness. And your lists are wow, they're extensive because you got them by minute, hour.
They go chronological, you know, from start time. So, you know,
Sure.
stuff that starts at 7 a.m. or 9 a.m. or, you know, it all just goes in order of when it starts. You know, and some of them are just an hour long, some of them are 8 hours long. But that seemed the best way to keep it organized in my head.
Right. Oh, sure. You can easily follow what time zone that you have free, or, you know, to do whatever.
Yeah, if you're
so-
looking for something in the evening, look at the end of the list.
Exactly. Oh, you are fabulous. You are fabulous. Well, now, where can we find your listings?
Well, in addition to my Facebook page, I Love Carson City, and you don't have to be a member of Facebook. You know, it's a public page. You can go on there and get the information. You know, so you don't have to sign up, because I know that not everybody wants to sign up for things.
Right.
But CarsonNow.org is a local online newspaper, and I've been with them almost 2 years. And so
nice.
It's a whole week list that gets posted on I Love Carson City, but every day, you know, I chunk it out, and so there's a daily things to do in Carson City that you can find on CarsonNow.org.
Oh, nice. That is nice. Okay.
Yeah, and that shows up early in the morning or sometimes late at night. It kind of depends on what my schedule is. But,
Right.
Yeah, every single day is a whole new list of what's going on, and you know, the art galleries in town, and yeah. So.
Do you ever start looking for lists in your sleep?
Oh, yeah.
I can imagine you're dreaming your list. Oh gosh, that's awesome. Well, now you work at other jobs and positions as well?
Well, I'm also on the Carson City Cultural Commission.
Oh,
we answer to the Board of Supervisors, and we're really proud that we were just able to get a cultural master plan created and approved by the Board of Supervisors. So in addition to open space and, you know, just planning, and now you know, arts and culture are a priority in Carson City, and so that's
fun.
that's a first step. You know, we're really proud of that, and we're actually going to have a full-time staff member. The application process has closed, but now they're interviewing.
Oh, nice.
And so that's going to be part of the Carson Visitor Bureau. So we'll be working more closely with them in order to, you know, not only support the arts from, you know, for the community, but also to bring in other people to experience what Carson City has to offer. So.
Oh, nice. Oh, this is just, you're wonderful. You're wonderful. Well, now, I would like to ask you a question kind of, well, still in line with things, but a little bit off kilter, is that, have you ever, let's see, do you ever personally interview someone for an article?
Not really, because
okay.
it's really just more data collecting. I would love to, but I just, the time, you know, that my time's already, so.
Well, I guess so. Goodness sakes.
Yeah, so I haven't, you know, I haven't really done a lot of that end of the journalism spectrum, but, yeah, no, it's just more really data collecting and then regurgitating.
Oh, that's a good word.
So,
Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. And how long have you been with I Love Carson City? You said
almost 4, yeah, it's Labor Day weekend, it'll be at 4 years.
nice.
So that's the whole lot of lists.
I think I've been following you that long. At first her lists were this big,
Oh,
no, page after page.
Well, and as I become aware of something or something's brought to my attention, because yeah, there was plenty I didn't know was in Carson City, and so
Oh, sure.
yeah, as I become aware of something, then you know we're liking more pages and
Oh, right.
and tracking it down and. And yeah, trying to make sure that, you know, not too many people fall through the cracks, because that's, you just never know. I mean, if someone needs their car washed and you've got a Boy Scout troop washing cars, I'm like, hey.
Oh, yeah, sure. Oh my
So,
gosh, yeah.
Yeah, Girl Scout cookie season. I like, you know, I definitely,
Yes.
that makes the list.
Yes, it does. Thank you for that.
we all have our personal. You know.
That's right. Oh, I love that. Well, now, can people, if they don't have a Facebook or a website or thing, can they get a hold of you and say, hey, I'm having a car wash at Mills Park on Saturday?
Well, I can definitely be reached through Carson Now. It's just Danielle at carsonnow.org.
Okay, all right.
But also, it's got because it is a community online newspaper, right at the very top, you know, it says news, it says events, reader submissions. You're more than welcome to just go and put in your own press release or your own personal announcement. You know, just include the why, where, when. Where is really important. I've seen a couple of them that, like, hey, we've got this thing going on. It's like, but I don't know who you are or where it is or when it is. Okay. So it's, yeah, make sure that you include all of that important information, you know, where, when, how much it's going to cost, if it costs something. But yeah, we welcome reader submissions. You know, we are a community news source, and so yeah, feedback from the community and submissions from the community. I mean, I know that I've seen your stuff on there.
Yes, I use that a lot.
You know how this works. It's right at the top, reader submissions.
Cool.
So,
oh, how fun. Oh my gosh. Well, okay. I think we're going to wrap things up now.
oh, Sandie, thank you for having me.
Oh, this has been wonderful. I learned so much. I mean, I've known you for all these years, but today I learned so much more.
I'm just glad you don't ask me which is my favorite event. It's because
Oh!
yeah, no, that's, I have it, like, yeah. It's like, Nevada Day is always going to be high up there.
Right.
Taste of Downtown coming up this month. That's an amazing event. Sassafras, right next to the Carson Hot Springs. This weekend, actually, they've got Sassabration, which is, you know, just a unity pride event that, you know, also pretty new to the good old boy town of Carson. So, but I last year was the very first one. This year, going to be even better. Live music, free vendors, and of course Sassafras food.
Yes.
Because Sassafras has really good.
Yes, they do. Oh, Danielle, thank you so much
Oh, you're welcome.
for being our guest speaker today. Isn't she awesome? She's just awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we hope that you enjoyed the program today. And if you would like to be a guest speaker on Pychic Creations, just know that the content is of the spiritual, paranormal, metaphysical, and journaling. How about that? You can contact me at my website, which is www.sandypsychicstones.com, or my personal email address, which is admin@sandypsychicstones.com. Thank you for watching Pychic Creations, and we'll see you next show.